is how most people act when they talk about their favorite waifus. Oh, Swan, I just want you all over my body. Oh. This is how me and my friends act when we go and talk about ours. I want to put my fucking dick in her. Oh my god, I fucking want to fuck her. Anyway, with that note, let's start with the Akame review. So yes, Akame got killed. Finally, the chapter has come out for chapter 64, and I've got to be saying, like, you know, for a long time, and I think this is still the mentality of people, especially throughout the series as well. It's like, oh, it's going to be exactly the same as, you know, as the anime. There's still some shit going to be here. I'm happy to say that after this chapter, I was a lot more happier with some of the stuff that they were starting to do in this chapter, with the whole thing with Tatsumi, I mean, like, all that with stuff with Akame as well, like, all that stuff, and especially even as well with the Kurome stuff, although that got a little bit creepy, I'm not even gonna lie. So we get to see from the start of this chapter, everyone's just having a nice little old meal, just talking about it and finding out that, you know, they've pretty much been saying, like, to Tatsumi, yeah, just rest, man, like that, we need you for the actual war. Like, you know, Akame's just been there, kind of not really talking to everyone, she's just kind of got on the side, and we've got to talk, like, you know, from the commander herself. She's saying, like, you know, Kurome was our original target, and, like, one of the things that we said when we was actually going to join is, like, you wanted to join Night Raid. One of the whole conditions that Akame said for her is, like, yeah, the condition she gave to join the Revolutionary Army and join Night Raid is as follows: I want to be allowed to act accordingly to my own discretion, anything that involves Kurome, and it's like, yeah, that's where I gave her my blessing and saying, yeah, that's what I'm doing. And even, you know, Leone's the same with this, and it's like, honestly, that's the thing. It's like, Tatsumi at the start of the series, like, oh, we gotta help her, we gotta be in the series, like, you know, we gotta be out there. Like, now it's really shown from, like, it's from the start of the series to now the end of the series how much he's really matured after everything of this. Like, where he's, like, saying, you know, I share, like, the same feelings as you, I want to help her in any way, but what she's decided on, no matter the outcome, I'm gonna help her, but I'm not gonna overstep, like, boundaries and say, no, you can't kill your sister and all that, you can't be that. So it's, like, really nice to see that when we saw, like, you know, kind of the old, like, Tatsumi from, like, the young one. And it's just like, and just seeing that, it's just like, I just want to end this era already. It's just like seeing that, and when Tatsumi there acting like a big dick G, just like tagging along, saying, yeah, by the way, I'm gonna be tagging along anyway. I'm not gonna get in the way of the Kurome fight. I'm not gonna do it. That's all your wishes and all that. But there are some people that probably want to follow around from, like, you know, ruin your fight. I'll make sure you have that one-on-one, no matter what. I want to help you, but it's like, I'll eliminate that party and I'll fulfill your wishes. I really respected that. And it's just like, yeah, that's what I want to do. And he's saying, like, I can only use, like the take 4 more times, but it's like, tonight I had to use one of those up. I wouldn't give it a second thought at all. Which I'm pretty sure he said he only had, like, 3 chances and he already used one of them. But I'm guessing, like, it must have been, like, a different time. Like, I honestly can't remember that stuff. And he was saying, like, you know, I would gladly use that. And it's just like, you know, I know I haven't got a death wish and all that. I got mine to go back to, and I don't want to exceed those, like, 4 minutes. I want to be happy with her. I want her to wake up again. I want to have, you know, get married and have a great life with her. But it's just like, I want to be useful to people. And it's like, this is where there's the thing, like, from the anime, this is where a lot of people were, like, speculating as I, like, read this on the chapter. People started talking about when, like, Akame felt, like, really happy about this. She's saying, like, you know, she has, like, a secret ultimate technique about the way, like, of Murasame, and it's like, I can't use it. And it's like, basically, I had to throw away my humanity, which is the stuff that pretty much came into the anime. If you don't know, like, Akame basically slashed herself, and she pretty much, like, became, like, kind of possessed by Murasame. She had, like, this possessed island, which I imagine that's what is basically that's going to be happening. And it's just saying, only when your heart embraces the demon inside can this technically be wielded. And it's saying, like, you know, Akame thinks that might be the time nearby to actually use this. And it's like, and she was saying, you know, the Jaegers told me this. Wade told me, it's like, you know, you guys are fucking nuts. They either fight each other as sisters and all that. And he's saying, you know, that's probably why I'm going to use maybe this technique. And it's like, if I become possessed by this cursed blade, I want you to kill me straight up. Dying at your hands of Night Raid would be an honor. And Tatsumi said, if I come possessed by the tyrant, I want you to kill me and it would be an honor. Like, I really love that line in particular. It's just like, these two just show massive respect. And I'm just glad that throughout this entire series, they haven't shown, like, any, like, kind of pairing of the two. It really shows how close the bond is. Like, it's nice to see that, honestly, how much these two have grown throughout the start of the series. Like, they were very cold and separate towards each other at the start, and look how close they are now, where they're like, yo, we're blood brothers in this. So, like, you need to kill me if there's something happens. I want you to do that. Dying by the hands of my comrades is a fucking honor. And then through the second half of the chapter, we got to see everything that was going with S Death, and it was like all those pieces of shit that controls, you know, like Kurome's old people. It's like, oh, you fucking pieces of shit. Oh god, who gave you the commands to do this, and you failures? And S Death just comes around and kicks this dude's fucking head clean off, and I'm like, yo, that is the fucking sickest. I fucking love that. Like, just like one fucking boot from my fucking love of my life, S Death just takes this guy's head clean off, and he's like, by the way, all of you guys, you're under me now, under the general. And like, I like how everyone just doesn't react at all. They're just like, yeah, she's just awesome. And when we go to Wade and everything, it's like really hinted on that fucking pair at the start of the chapter, saying like, oh, you know, I just want to be acknowledged, and you know, I'll sing you a lullaby, and you know, she was ready to close her mouth and everything, and the blush shit, and I'm like, oh, here we fucking go, lads, let's see, go away, fucking do it, I dare you, I double dare you. And he's just like, you know, I want to be there to protect you, you know, after everything. And he kind of got a little bit shocked after, like, petting her hair and all that. And parts of her hair was coming out of it because of the drugs and everything. It's like, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, that's how it was. It was just like, oh, we're gonna, you know, I'll become a commander. I'll be higher than GS Death, and you know, I'll have the command to like make sure you can just eat sweets all day, just relax. He'll get you off the drugs, and it's just like, and then just even seeing like when like Kurome was thinking like this kind of little dream world, saying that would be nice. You know, Sis could be in charge of the cooking, but she'd probably get blow up, and something would be the Tara could be in charge of cleaning Tiny, and Rand could be in the book shop and all that. It's just nice, and she's thinking about like, all the comrades and everything that's just gone through the series, and it's just like, yeah. By the way, I'm just gonna go now. I've got Yasufuse and I'm gonna drag her vorts. And like, Wave was just like, you can't. Please, for the love of God, I'm begging. Stop you. I'm gonna report this to Death and we'll leave together. I'm going to protect you. And that's when the fucking kiss happens. And you're like, oh, there we go. Fucking underage. Oh, yeah. But, you know, that's honestly, like, that pairing was hidden for a long-ass time for that, and she just pretty much knocks him the fuck out, and it's like, yeah, I've got to do this by my own. Like, so, yeah, honestly, I'm kind of, I guess, glad that there was the romance, because it was so fucking hinted at the end of the anime that those two were going to hook up or something apart from, like, the whole fucking finale, but it's like, yeah, definitely after everything with all that, and honestly, yeah, like, honestly, that's kind of what I was expecting, and, you know, Kurome, she gets a fucking sword, she gets the drugs, and she's starting to head out, so next week we are going to finally have the battle of Kurome versus Akame, the final battle. I am curious to exactly see how that final battle is going to go down, and if it's the way how it was in the anime, we had this fight, then the last couple of episodes was like the final battle. So I imagine that's what's going to be happening. Wave might wake up and we might have the final battle between Wave and like Tatsumi, and then also as well, you know, the Akame and all them. So I'm kind of curious, or is it just going to go, that's the final battle right there, and it's just going to lead into this fight, and everyone gets there and gathers, and that's how the fight's going to go. I'm very curious to see how this is going to go down. Overall, this is probably one of the best chapters of Akame that we've had for a while, ever since, like, the anime has ended. Like, I really do enjoy that. Like, I think the last time I was really excited about this, like, a chapter of Akame like this, was the whole Colosseum when, like, you know, mine got taken down and everything. Like, that was, like, probably one of my favorite things that happened during the end of the series. So, I'm really looking forward, and I'm very curious to you guys in the comment section down below how you really felt about this chapter. Like, the whole thing with the pairings and everything, like, what did you honestly think about, like, you know, like, Kurome kissing Wave and, like, kind of leaving them behind and, like, kind of, I guess, accepting reality, like, she pretty much knows that you're going to have this final battle and she's really kind of accepting her death. Not to mention as well, the whole thing with, like, Akame and Tatsumi as well. How did you feel about, like, Tatsumi kind of, like, his growth as a character from, like, the start of the series to now pretty much the end of it? And those two having that really nice moment together, saying, yeah, we're brothers in arms. You like, you know, if I go into get possessed by a demon, you kill me. If I get possessed by this tyrant dragon, you end my life as well. I really respected that at the end, and I cannot wait at all to see the finale of this, because, like, it's really interesting. I hope it isn't just, you know, like, word by word, you know, of the finale of the series. I really hope there isn't. They did say they're going to take stuff from that, and I hope this fight is completely different as it is from, like, the anime. I'm curious, but, you know, that we'll just have to wait and see. But honestly, I give this one a solid 8. It was a great chapter, and I can't wait, because it was a really good setup for the last final battle between Akame and Kurome. So let me know in the comment section down below what you thought in the comment section down below. But that is all from me, and thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.